Exclusive Colorado portfolio, only the finest locations, and a few priceless coincidences. Welcome to today's special tour through two of Colorado's most captivating corners. We're not selling houses, we're selling views, history, and the quiet question of why the same names and places keep turning up in the same files. 1. The Chalet, 375 Mill Creek Circle, Vail. Ski in, ski out with trust history. Picture a European-style chalet right at Golden Peak, built in 1996, 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, room for up to 18 guests, hand-carved koa wood, Venetian plaster, marble, and a deck overlooking the Gore Range. Purchased in 1994 by Elizabeth Libet Ross Johnson, great-granddaughter of one of the Johnson & Johnson founders, for $5.6 million. In 1998, the property was transferred into a revocable trust, co-trustee alongside the heiress, Jeffrey Epstein, then her financial advisor. After both had died, the trust sold the house in 2020 for $24 million. Local authorities in Vail and Eagle counties say they were never contacted by federal investigators about this property. Perfect for someone who appreciates the mountains and also knows how to structure ownership elegantly. 2. The Ranch, Wits End, Vallecito, La Plata County near Durango. Luxury at the edge of the wilderness and at the edge of the timeline. About 25 miles northeast of Durango, at the northern end of Vallecito Reservoir, sits the historic Wits End Guest Ranch. Its heart is a restored 1870s barn with massive hand-hewn beams and a stone foundation. In the 1980s and 1990s, it was extensively renovated by Jim Custer, a prominent businessman of Phoenix, and from 1992 operated as an upscale guest ranch. 4-star ambiance, Orvis-endorsed fly fishing, celebrity guests. Custer also owned the neighboring Orvis trout fishing cabins and the trout house right on the lake. Around 2008 or 2009, the guest ranch operation ended. The property then stood vacant for about 7 years. In 2015, a Denver investor bought the 63 acres and tried to turn it into a rehab center. The project failed already in 2016, and bankruptcy followed in 2017. And here comes the small twist from the files. In late January 2017, precisely when the ranch could be described as a now-closed guest ranch in Vallecito, Epstein was looking for a couple to manage his Zorro Ranch in New Mexico. A couple from La Plata County with experience at exactly such a guest ranch in Vallecito was on the candidate list. Whether they got the job or ever set foot on the ranch remains unclear. The geographic and temporal overlap is, at the very least, noteworthy. The budget-friendly alternative in the same area. And if the chalet in Vail or the historic ranch on Vallecito Lake turns out a little steep, in the Durango region there are simpler accommodations. Some people simply sleep in a tent by the river, with a dog, no fixed address, and the FBI suddenly taking a keen interest in their well-being, sending a caseworker to escort them to the airport. A woman identified by the initials ML did exactly that in the summer of 2019. She was one of the victims and was later flown to Miami for a briefing. The corner of Colorado where, in 2017, people were still looking for experienced ranch staff. 2 places, 1 manageable region, a chalet with Epstein as co-trustee, a closed guest ranch whose former experience suddenly became interesting, and a tent by the river. The view remains spectacular. The background noise does too.